Good afternoon. First up, I apologise in advance for any sounds of drilling. So if you can hear it, it's just what happens on this little homestead. This afternoon I am going to finally pot up these hydrangea cuttings. Been sitting here in the bucket for longer than they should be. I've been sitting in willow water. That was supposed to be only for about 24 hours, but between this and that, life got a little busy, so I'm finally getting to it today. So I have already pre-filled a couple of pots, and I've got some more here that I need to get ready. One thing I tend to like to do is to reuse these pots. They're glucose pots, and with my little handy dandy awl here, I can poke some holes in for drainage, just like that, and a few here as well. It means that it can drain well. It's probably enough. One more in the centre. Oh, that split it, never mind. So yeah, so I'll do that to the rest of the pots soon, so I have as many as I need. I haven't done hydrangea cuttings before, so I've been looking online to see what to do. Watched a fair few videos, as you do, and so now I'm going to do my best. One video I watched, I'll find it and put the link down below, suggested popping them in the corners of a pot if you've got a square one, so that it's easier to remove them when it comes time to pot them up. So I thought I'd try that. The others are just going to go in these round ones because that's what I have. I will do a little bit and then may put you on time lapse for a little while and bring you back at the end. So these are all labelled, so I know which one came from where. So I'll put that sticky there so I know which ones I'm doing first. Okay, so I cut them about 20 centimetres as suggested, and it says that you need to pinch out the growing tip and then 1, 2, 3 sets of leaves. I've got my knife here and just an old piece of board. It's actually the template for my seed boxes. Quite tough. I believe you cut these off so you don't risk damaging the stem. And then the very top leaves you cut in half so they don't lose too much moisture, but they do have a little bit of photosynthesis that they can do. Handy dandy bamboo stick, make a hole down there. I'll do 4 while I'm here. And pop it in. And on we go. I had a little helper when I was cutting these, so she was helping me to count and helping me to cut them off. We did not use this. We did use a pair of snips, but we were still being careful so that little fingers did not get hurt. Some of these growing tips are bigger than others. So 1, 2, 3. I didn't refresh my memory, so I'm hoping that I'm doing it the correct way. So what I might do is cut this one a little bit closer to the node. foliage will go into the compost bin. And we've got some little shoots already. I'm not sure if you can see that. Last one. Well, I didn't write the colour on that one, did I? Must be pink. Right, and I better write hydrangea on there because otherwise I know what will happen. I'll be like, they're fairly distinctive. One of those times when you think you put the camera on time lapse and you actually did not. Never mind. They're all done, all labelled, all ready for me to go and put into a nice shady spot. I've got a shady spot down on the south side of the house. In New Zealand, the south is usually the shade and the north is where we have the sunniest. Depending on your house, of course, but in our place, down the south side of our house is quite shady. I'm going to pop these down the south side of the house in a little windbreak area I have to protect them from that, protect them from the wind too much, protect them from critters, hopefully, and it will give them a little bit of shelter and they can get watered and I can keep an eye on them there as well. Time to go in for some lunch now, and then this afternoon I am going to put some stakes around some trees and possibly pot up some very gangly peaches. Catch you later. I'm all finished lunch, albeit a bit of a late lunch. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon now. No worries, it's cooled down in this greenhouse now, so that's good. So what I'm about to do is I have these trees here, and even though I only put these little stakes in just a short time ago, they're already extending and starting to grow away from there. So I am wanting to give them some taller stakes. So I have some here. I was able to get these 90 centimetre ones from a place called Advanced Landscape Systems here in New Zealand. No affiliation with them. That's just where I was able to find the longer ones that I wanted. And then these 4 shorter ones, plus some others I have in the corner there, will go to stake the veggies I've got down below me here at my feet. I'm going to put you onto time lapse. This time I'll make sure I do it properly so that we can get this task done and get it done quickly. that's that task done. They're all secured now. Hopefully they won't get so bashed around by the wind. And I firmed them up around the trunks there. Tiny little trunks, but one day they'll be good sized trees, is my hope. I'm going to pop these back outside. The rest of today I'm going to go down and turn over some grass. It's got very windy here, so I won't be doing any filming, because when it gets this windy it can just be noisy, even when I've got the fluffy on. So the sound quality just isn't so great. Once I've finished turning over the grass down in the meadow, I will probably head inside, as it will be getting later in the afternoon, time to start organising some dinner and all of those tasks that also need to be done, as well as caring for plants. Good morning. It's an overcast morning this morning. Pretty good day for doing things outside without getting too hot. I've been down this morning already to our future pond area to have a look at that, and managed to haul out a couple of tree branches. We've popped them off to the side and they will be cut up if need be in the future. Today I'm going to do some work on the rootstock bed. I was planning to do that last week, however we had to go and pick up a part for our car, so that's what took precedence. And then by the time we came home it was a bit too late and it started raining. So I decided to get stuck into it today, since it's not too hot of a day. So I will turn the camera around and I will show you the state of it now. I'm going to do a bit of a before and after, because it's threatening to rain. There have been a few spits already, so I don't really want all of my equipment to get wet. This is the rootstock bed. Little bit of a pickle at the moment, quite a lot of weeds. I have weeded one part that you can see, and the rest, yeah, not yet. And the grass on the other side of it has got quite long. So in this bed I have several rootstocks. It's my first year of going through the process of growing rootstocks, so I'm considering this year to be a bit of an experiment, and I will learn a lot, and hopefully the following year I will do better. I'll take you in a bit closer to have a look at what is there for a before, and then we will do an after later today. So in this red bucket here there is a boysenberry. I'm not too sure of the variety. I will pop it up on the screen when I look at my records. A little bit of dock, as you can see, that will quickly come out, and I need to mulch around here. So in the bucket you can see in there is sawdust. The sawdust is mounted up around the stalks of the boysenberry, and the idea is that roots grow into the sawdust. In the winter I scrape away the sawdust very carefully, cut the suckers, and they already have roots which I can then pot up for new plants. These two here are a myrobalan rootstock and a 793, which is a rootstock that can go onto heavier soils, very wet or more clay type. And there in the tangle, that is, I believe, a cherry rootstock. There may be another one in this hot mess. I do remember putting one in there. We shall find out. I have found several hidden when I've been weeding. On this side we have an M9 there. That's the little one down there. It's just tiny. This fairly tall one here is a Mariana rootstock. Next door to it is a peach. This one right here is a northern spy. Again, I'm not sure if there's one under this hot tangle or not, but we will find out. Right, I'm going to get to it. I've got my cart over there with everything I need. Seat. First course of action will be to cut the long grass down the side here, so that I can then sit on my stool more easily. I've become a convert to my wee stool. A friend introduced me to the idea. Before that I used to kneel, but I have become a huge fan of a little fold out stool. Right, I will see you on the other side.